Good morning, Miss. My name is Sapmalina, and I'm from class 3321 0. I'm sorry. My name is Sapmalina Nurung. My ID number is 33210066, and I'm from class 33.6A.07. And now I wanted to present about Project 2, Classroom Management. Okay, the first is part one. I wanna present about topic one is teaching tolerance. Teaching tolerance is the definition of teaching tolerance, understanding and accepting difference in others. Uh, yang uh, Important tolerance in school, pentingnya toleransi di dalam sekolah. Yang pertama yaitu promotes a positive and inclusive learning environment to reduce bullying and discrimination. Uh, Strategi yang dapat kita gunakan dalam mengajar. The first is curriculum integration, including diverse cultures, histories, and perspective in the curriculum. 2. Classroom activities, group project, cultural exchange program, and discussion circles. 3 is role playing in simulations, activities that help students experience and understand different perspectives. 4 is modeling behavior. Teacher and staff should exemplify tolerant behavior. 5. Anti-bias training, providing professional development for educators to recognize and contrast their biases. Topic 2 is challenges and solution. Ini ada menjadi dua, yaitu overcoming prejudice and stereotypes. To endorsing resistance from students and parents. Nah, yang ketiga adalah helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression. Understanding emotion. Differentiation between anger, frustration, and aggression. Identifying triggers and signs of the emotion in students. Technique for managing emotion. The first is emotional regulation skills, teaching deep breathing, mindfulness, and relaxation techniques. 2. Conflict resolution, conflict resolution skill. Di sini kita bisa role playing scenarios to practice negotiation and problem solving. Yang ketiga, cognitive behavioral techniques, helping students reframe negative thoughts. 4 is communication skills, encouraging students to express their feelings verbally rather than through aggressive action. 5. Safe space, creating areas where students can go to calm down and reflect. Di sini ada juga program and intervention. Di sini bisa dibagi menjadi dua untuk melaksanakan program intervention ini, yaitu kita bisa membuat social emotional learning atau SEL programs, integrating SEL into the school curriculum. Yang kedua, kita bisa buat counseling and support service providing access to school counselors, psikologis. Yang bagian yang keempat bisa kita buat role of teacher and staff. Di sini bisa kita buat caranya recognize early sign of distress, so providing consistent and supportive responses to emotional outbursts. Yang ke ini yang ketiga. I'm sorry. So yang ketiga, disruptive behavior. Di sini ada beberapa bagian, yaitu I'm sorry, types of disruptive behavior. The first is verbal disruption, physical aggression, defense, and initiation. Yang kedua, causes of disruptive behavior. Itu ada unmet needs, lack of achievement, learning difficulties, and personal issues. Yang ketiga ada prevention strategies. Di sini prevention strategies ini dibagi menjadi 3 bagian, yaitu classroom management techniques. Kita bisa membuat rules yang jelas, ration, and consequence. Yang kedua itu evening lessons, interactive and differentiated instruction to keep student engaged. Yang ketiga, positive reinforcement, acknowledging and rewarding appropriate behavior. Bagian yang keempat itu inferentiation strategies. Di sini dibagi menjadi 4. Yang pertama adalah behavioral contracts, agreements with student outlining expected behavior and consequence. Yang kedua, restorative practice, encouraging students to take responsibility and make amends. Yang ketiga adalah collaboration with parents. Ini involving parents in addressing and managing behavior. Yang keempat, ada Functional Behavioral Assessment atau FBA. Di sini kita bisa identifying and underlying causes of behavior to create triggered intervention. Nah, yang kelima ya? Ya, yang kelima ada case students and example. Di sini real life example of successful behavior management intervention. Oke, kita lanjut. Di sini ada 2 part, yaitu yang pertama kita bahas adalah part yang kedua ini tentang solving the problem. Ini membahas yang pertama itu kita bisa baca Functional Behavior Assessment atau FBA. Di sini artinya understanding the root causes of Alex's behavior allows Mr. Jones to address specific needs and modify the environment or her approach leading to more effective behavior management. Artinya si Mr. Johnson ini bisa menggunakan functional behavior assessment untuk mengatasi masalah tentang tingkah laku si Alex di dalam kelas. Yang kedua, bisa juga social emotional learning atau SEL programs. Di sini adalah SEL program help Alex develop better coping mechanic and social skill, reducing the likelihood of aggressive outbursts and promoting a more positive classroom climate. Yang ketiga ada collaborative problem solving atau CVS. By involving Alex in the problem solving process, Mr. Jones can foster a sense of ownership and accountability in him. So, this collaborative approach can help Alex feel understood and supported, reducing his need to act out. solving the problem to incorporate interactive and varied teaching methods. Di sini uh, by making lesson more dynamic and interactive, students are less likely to become bored and distracted. Ethnic students are more likely to stay on task because they find and the activities stimulating and relevant to their interests. Yang kedua, uh, implement a clear and consistent classroom management plan. When students know there are consistent consequences for of task behavior, they are more likely to adhere to classroom expectation. This reduces disruption and allows Mr. Smith to maintain a focused learning environment. Yang ketiga, ada use positive reinforcement and rewards. Di sini positive reinforcement encourages students to repeat this shared behavior. When students see that their efforts to stay on task are noticed and appreciated, they are more likely to continue those behavior, leading to decrease in off-task activities. Problem 3, uh, uh, dia bisa mengatasinya dengan positive reinforcement and behavior contracts. Di sini, this approach encourages Jack to focus on positive behavior to earn rewards, making him more motivated to adhere to classroom rules. It shifts the focus from punishing negative behavior to promoting positive action, which can lead to more sustained behavioral improvements. Yang kedua, clear and consistent consequence. Consistency in consequence help Jake understand that direct line between his action and outcomes. When he knows that certain behavior will always result in specific consequence, he may be more likely to modify his behavior to avoid negative outcomes. 3. Eggman and interest-based activities. Di sini, Eggman Jack in activities that capture his interest can reduce burden and the likelihood of destructive behavior. By feeling more involved and interested in the classroom activities, Jack may be less inclined to act out and more motivated to practice constructively. Thank you, Miss.